Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005 Crusaders franchise.
Yes, and before we jump into the game today, we just have a couple of weird replays, anomalies, if you will.
Alright.
Yeah, so what we're looking at here, of course, is the Arizona Stingers on offense, controlled by the AI.
Yep.
And I'm playing defense with the Alcatraz Lifers, and this is kind of one of my old signature defensive formations. It's sort of
The nickel 3 deep.
the nickel 3 deep, yeah. So basically the two corners on the up and back, way up back and slightly into the middle of the field, and the free safety is standing in the middle of the field behind the referee there.
Yep.
And I moved the strong safety down so that he's about in the position that a left outside linebacker would play in, say, a 4-3.
Yep.
And then, of course, I've got the two linebackers in the nickel package in the middle.
Yep.
And the nickel corner, who I've moved down to a spot that corresponds to where the strong safety stands on the other side.
Yep.
And the reason for this is because I play a lot of zone defense out of this formation. And I'll blitz from one side or the other. And what I've done is I've done a little bit of a refinement on this. So you'll notice that I'm actually controlling the defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Like the left defensive tackle there. And what I want to do, I've given him an angle blitz assignment, so I want to crash him into the center.
Yep.
But something really weird happens when I do this, and I'm not sure how the mechanics of this all worked out, but if you run the play here slowly, just watch this. I engage the center, and here comes the nickel corner on the blitz from the outside, but the tackle there, normally I would expect the tackle to kind of move over and try to pick him up, but he doesn't. He instead gets engaged by the defensive end.
Yep.
And the guard, who I would expect to try and, it looks like he's trying to move over and maybe engage the defensive end as well. But he just steps right out of the way, and that defensive tackle just runs right through the line untouched, then sacks the quarterback.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a big hit, too.
Yep.
You know what I think it is? I think that guard is actually picking up the fact that Nickelback is coming on a blitz.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to move over there, but that just goes to show you that sometimes in this game the blocking logic is kind of broken, because you would think that number 67's number one priority would be to prevent that defensive tackle from running through the middle and doing exactly what happened here. Right?
Yeah, considering he's in right in front of him. I don't know, maybe 67 and maybe Edwards and Bird there were having an argument in the huddle or something.
Well, see, from experience too, even in your defensive schemes, that quite frequently what will happen is if you pressure from the side that I'm blitzing from here, the center will attempt to move over one slot.
Yep.
And then the guard will attempt to move over one slot, and the tackle will attempt to move over one slot.
That's right.
And they will quite often backpedal, so that if you're controlling, say, the right defensive end here, you'd actually have to chase that tackle in order to be able to engage him, right?
Yep.
And I think that that's what they're trying to do, and I reasoned this out, and that's why I changed or made the assignment for the defensive tackle that I'm controlling what it is. Because what I want to do is I want to engage that center so that he can't start that trading process.
Yep.
And it breaks that trading chain and leaves a hole in the middle of the line, because the guard and the tackle both think that they want to move over still and trade.
Yeah, and the right guard here he isn't close enough to be able to do anything.
Well, that happens so fast that there's basically just nothing that could be done about it, right?
Well, even if this guy gets picked up and the nickel corner's coming around the outside, the right guard's not really in a position to do anything about it.
Yeah. So anyway, this may be something that you see with the Crusaders defense next year, because you did in fact recruit a guy for his speed and quickness off the line at defensive tackle.
That's right.
And
Knack 4.
And that actually, I thought about it, and maybe I was thinking about moving him to defensive end, but I might keep him in the middle, because a quick defensive tackle with this particular type of play can be used to tie up and engage offensive linemen, even if he's not necessarily a huge, strong guy that's going to overpower people, right?
Although he does have 83 strength.
Yeah, but still, like that. I think that the speed and quickness is probably more important in this case than the power, right?
Yep.
And just the fact that it opened up a hole in a vulnerability in the middle of the offensive line like this.
Yeah, which allowed you to shoot the A-gap and instantly sack the quarterback.
Well, and with a defensive tackle, no less, right?
I can't believe he still tried to throw that.
Yeah, well, you know what? The AI is wonderful at throwing the ball even when the quarterback seems like he's in the grasp, you know? And
this was just too fast even for
yeah, that was just too fast even for that. But anyway, we got another replay to look at, another anomaly or weird thing that happened. That's Chris Bird, too, whom they must have picked up out of free agency, because I think he was, at one time, the starting quarterback for the Tigers.
Yeah, I do believe so, yep.
But anyway, we'll pause for a moment, because we got one more to load up and look at.
All right. And we're back with another replay.
Yes, and this is the same formation as the previous replay. I'm playing again with the Lifers, only they're in white against the Boston Royals here.
Oh, yeah.
This play is slightly different because the left defensive end, instead of dropping off in a zone like he did in the previous play, actually crashes and engages the right guard.
Ah.
And of course, I'm still controlling the same defensive tackle, and my job is still to occupy the center. But this play was really weird because if you remember a couple of years ago when I was tinkering in offense, out of the I formation big, I developed something that you called the clown pass.
Oh, God.
And that meant that I left both tight ends and both running backs into block, and then I used that circle out route that you invented with the wide receiver.
Yep.
And I would call that play if I was expecting man lock coverage, because then I'd have, you know, like basically 9 guys blocking, and I could stand back there and wait patiently for the wide receiver to finish running that route, which is basically against man lock coverage, it's basically uncoverable, right?
Yep.
You know, like if you can stand in the pocket long enough to wait for that guy to make that 90-degree cut toward the outside,
it breaks man coverage.
It breaks man coverage. But the trick is, because it's a slow developing route, you either have to have very good pass protection, or you have to have a quarterback who can scramble around and buy time.
Or a very fast wide receiver.
But anyway, this is something that I don't see very often. I think I may have seen the AI do it once or twice before.
Yep.
But basically, if we start this play, you'll see that they actually leave both tight ends on the left. This is basically the I formation big, but with the twin tight ends.
Yep.
They leave both tight ends on the left into block. And they also leave both running backs into block. So basically, you know, like this is the similar kind of thing to what you call the clown pass. And then they've got the wide receiver there just running a short out. The only problem is, because there is nobody out there to distract the
zone coverage
guy. That's the strong safety, actually. One of your safety backers.
Okay.
Fraser.
Yep.
But his assignment is, I believe, curl flat zone.
Yep.
Over on this side.
So he's just going to wait and follow that guy the whole way.
Yeah, he's just going to follow him the whole way, because when you have a guy on the outside, whether he's a linebacker or whatever, and you give him a flat zone or a curl flat zone, if there happens to be a receiver running a deeper pattern on that side of the field, he'll tend to cheat deep and split the difference.
That's right, yep.
Which would allow a receiver running a short out or a flat route or something like that to catch the pass in front of him.
But right? There's nobody there.
But there's nobody there to run interference and draw the coverage away. So this guy basically just follows this receiver all the way out to the sideline. And when the quarterback here, who is well protected, throws this pass, he basically throws it right at the coverage. And of course, since Fraser has, you know, like okay speed for a safety, even though he's a converted linebacker, well, he manages to return that a considerable distance before one of the speedier players on the offense runs him down, right?
Yep.
I believe it's probably the halfback that caught up to him and tackled him there. But yeah, I mean, basically that was a giveaway. It was completely, you know, I just, like I said, I experimented with this type of play, much to your dismay and you know, vocal objections.
Because it doesn't make any sense. This is exactly why it doesn't make any sense.
But the thing is, though, I understand what happens with man-to-man coverage, right? And I also understand that you don't want to run that type of play against a zone because in this case, against the zone coverage, well, that guy only has one guy to cover, and he basically just stands there and watches the quarterback and waits for him to throw the ball right at him, right?
I mean, really, like, what possesses this guy to throw this ball?
I don't think that any I don't think there are actually any plays in any of the out-of-the-box playbooks that say leave 9 guys in to block.
No, this is all
right?
audibles.
This is all audibles, right? This is all audibles called on the field. And
I mean, like, seriously, what in this situation, even if this guy only has like 40 speed, he has so much blocking that he could pull the ball down and probably run for 5 yards.
Probably, yeah. And actually, Sanders there, I think I recognize his name too. I think he was a quarterback for Carolina or something. And if I remember right, he was a somewhat mobile quarterback too. But
he's like, this looks like a pass that I want to bet my career on.
Yeah.
Look at this wide open receiver.
But the thing is, though, if you back up and look at the starting position of the defense, I don't really see anything here that would warrant, like having the entire offense, basically block. Right?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Like even if you had the
both tight ends blocking, you could send the running backs.
If you're anticipating that one of those two upright players there, the nickel guy or that linebacker, because I shifted the linebackers on this mainly because I was expecting a run, to tell you the truth. Like I figured with twin tight ends on that side, they were probably going to try and run to the left. So I shifted the linebackers to help with the run. And yeah, I mean, you know what? If you wanted to audible the 2 tight ends to block, that's one thing. But send the running back out to the flat and send the wide receiver on a deeper route or something, right? Just at least to
think of it this way: you can have the wide receiver out there doing his out. You can send one of these running backs to the flat, and then you can have the other one run a circle route.
Yeah.
And that actually would create enough routes and enough options here that it would actually possibly give this dumb quarterback somebody to throw the ball to.
Yeah. Well, in our past experience, both of us, I mean, you're not so much a passer as I am, but what I found is that 3 receivers is pretty much a minimum for a successful pass route. And you want, if possible, for those 3 receivers to be going to the same side of the field.
Or at least 2 of them to be going to the same side.
Because you need to be able to flood out the zones, right? If the defense plays zone defense, you need 3 receivers to flood the zones in order to be able to find one guy open, right?
Yep.
And against man coverage, it doesn't really matter so much, but against zone coverages, you need to be able to send multiple receivers to the same side of the field. And in this case, 1 receiver to one side of the field is just not enough.
It never is.
But anyway, I thought it was notable because this is extremely rare. I can't remember the last time I actually saw the AI offense do something like this.
See, this is the face of honk honk man.
All he needs is the big round red nose, eh?
Yeah. He's like, I love the way this pass looks.
Oh, yeah, he had his eyes closed when he was throwing it.
That's why he threw it. There you go. He closed his eyes and hoped for the best.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's one of those close your eyes and holler shit kind of passes. Yep. Anyway, I guess it might as well move on to the game, but this was an unusual enough event that I thought it was worth looking at.
And we're back.
Yes, and we're going to take a quick look at the rankings here just because it's so funny.
All right.
We start. So on offense first. Literally, I am first in the league in everything except rushing yardage.
Yeah.
And I'm 9th in rushing yardage.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. But it's the only blemish on my otherwise perfect offensive season. So far, I'm literally first in everything.
Yep.
But I'm not that good at running the ball, I guess.
Well, you're 9th.
That being said, Kelvin Allen does have 1,001 yards rushing with 2 games left. So he did manage to crack the 1,000-yard mark again this season.
Good for him.
Anyway, on defense, well, you're first in most of the important statistics, right? Particularly average points allowed.
Yep.
Right? Rushing yards, you're first against the run. You're first against the pass.
Wow.
And you don't really create so many turnovers, though. You're in the bottom third as far as turnovers is.
But I have 71 sacks.
Yeah, you do have 71. Yeah. And that's absolutely ridiculous because Cedric Perry has 49 sacks at this point in the
Oh my
season with
God.
2 games left. And he's, of course, obviously first in the league in sacks. But you know who's second?
Who?
Tom Platt.
Oh, fuck. How many does he have?
He has 14.
Oh, God.
And then Charlie Clemens, at age 35,
Oh, my God.
is the guy who's third in the league, and he's got 13 sacks.
Oh, my God.
And he's also got 90 tackles to go along with that, too. So
That man is never going to retire.
he's an Iron Man, right? He'll never retire. Anyway, you have allowed the fewest number of red zone attempts, and your red zone scoring allowed is also first. So there you go. Like I said, they might as well just give us the trophy now and save everybody the trouble.
But we need to think about improving our linebacking group.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? The way I see it is that we're going to be playing against a tough opponent this week. The Louisiana Zombies. And it's the game of the week, and it's Monday Night Football. Ooh. And this could be, assuming that we're going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl, this is a possible Super Bowl opponent that we're playing here.
Yep.
And of course, I've been doing all kinds of tinkering with my alternate playbook, but I'm not going to be using it here because that playbook is the one I've been developing for the Magicians. Trying to figure out a way to squeeze every little bit of performance out of that talentless offense.
Hey, they have lots of talent. They have 2 good quarterbacks and a decent running back and a mediocre running back.
I'm just trying to remember now what I'm doing here. I think I'm running this one for the Crusaders, if I remember correctly.
Control.
And by the way, Danny Jones is 3rd in the league in catches and 3rd in the league in receiving yardage.
Wow.
And I think he's also either 2nd or 3rd in the league in touchdowns.
Very impressive.
Receiving.
Very, very impressive.
Yes, he is definitely going to the Pro Bowl as a wide receiver. And of course, Bo Jenkins has thrown like 49 touchdown passes and is, almost passed for 5,000 yards already.
Yep.
With 2 games left.
Man, those rushing yardage for on both sides is just so low.
Yeah. Well, it could be that maybe the Zombies are not much of a running team too, right? We won the toss. Oop. I want to defend with what wind there is at our backs, like always. You always do that, right? You want to start the game with the wind at your back because then
you might be able to get an early field goal.
Well, in the 4th quarter, the wind will also be at your back, right?
If you need a game-winning field goal.
That's right. And I prefer to have, any advantage that I can get in the field goal kicking game, in the...
when you might be low on time when it matters.
Yeah. Well, and especially the 4th quarter because you...
That's really when you need to squeeze out the win.
Yeah. Wait, made up my mind here what I want to do with that. Okay, well, we'll, yeah, okay, maybe we'll go with something like that. I don't really like using audibles where a motion is required because half the time it takes long enough to just call the damn audible,
Yep.
That by the time a receiver finishes moving or something like that, well, you might run out of time on the play clock, right?
Well, that's why I basically abandoned audibles that need motion long ago, and I've been running a completely motionless audible game probably close to since we started recording. Wow, those are some deadly receivers.
Yep, I think you're probably going to be playing...
Oh, that guy's out for 2 weeks. That's fine.
You're probably going to be playing a bit of a cushion at times.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll try jamming them, and then if they get a long bomb on us, then I guess we'll switch tactics.
Well, you do have some speed back there at safety now, right? Because even your safety backers are reasonably quick, and when you press, the safeties don't actually change their starting positions all that much, right? They still are more or less in the same spots that they were. So they're not really giving up a advantage cushion-wise or anything like that. It's mostly the corners that you're hoping to get a good jam or bump on a receiver to disrupt their patterns. And so long as they're able to do that, well, then those safeties get a couple of extra steps when they are dropping off deep too, right?
That's right.
Before the receiver actually gets downfield on a deep pass.
Yeah, it's just dangerous to attempt to jam a 99 speed guy.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We're undefeated so far at 14-0. We managed to get the opening kickoff of the game in play. Oh, and he's going to bring it out.
Did he make it? But no, he didn't make it back to the 20.
Nope, probably should have just taken the touchback. But, you know.
First and 10. Through it, the lone back. Gets rid of it. This one falls.
That's one thing that your defense doesn't get is interceptions, though.
That's right. I never get any.
And you know that little experiment that I've been doing with Danny Jones as a wide receiver this season? Well, I did the same thing with Grant Brown of the Lifers. And now that he's back at nickel corner again, after 8 games, he's got 4 interceptions, but he's also only got 10 pass knockdowns because I noticed that the AI offense seems to be avoiding throwing the ball in his direction.
Huh.
No, I'm serious. It just because he's got a catch rating of like 81.
Yep.
The AI must read that and at least understand who the players are on the field, because they very rarely throw the ball toward his side of the field, right? That being said, both of the safeties, I think the strong safety has... that guy has 3 interceptions, by the way, this season. Oh no, that's Pete.
Yeah, that's Pete out there, but you were thinking of...
But the strong safety on the Lifers also has 4 interceptions, and the free safety has 3. So those 3 players... right, have combined for 11 interceptions in 8 games.
Wow.
And then, of course, the outside corners of each, chipped in with 1 or 2 as well. So, my defensive schemes do seem to produce more turnovers than yours do.
You have always been very good at producing turnovers, though, and I never get any of them. I don't know why, and I don't even know why my defensive schemes have this tendency to shut down the defense at, like, the 40-yard line the way they do.
Well,
it just kind of happened that way.
For you, it seems like you get sacks and
I prioritize coverage.
Yeah. So you get a lot of pass knockdowns and stuff, but for some reason the players just don't seem to catch the ball very much.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack.
Well, and maybe it's because I don't play a lot of zone, and the zone that I do play is very basic zone, right? Because it's still basically prioritized on not giving up the big gain, and I don't take any risks. So I don't generate any turnovers. My idea of taking a risk and trying to generate a turnover is to play cover 4.
Hey, look at Parkman pick up 9 yards on that pass.
Oh, God.
He doesn't get the ball too often, but that time he came open, so I had to throw it to him.
Like that is it cuts down on the time the defender has to react to where the ball's heading.
Hey, you could run Brandon as a tight end next season.
Well,
or I guess I could.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to you, because I'm not actually running the offense next season. It's our, as people will know who've been following us, we swap. I didn't make it.
John, nothing there on
Not only that, you
one.
lost a yard.
Might have gotten back
Yep.
to the line of scrimmage.
Oh
They
well.
better mix up the play call a little more.
I guess that next time I'm in that situation, I'll just pass.
Yeah, you better mix up that play calling a little more. I mean, you called 3 plays there, and I guess you just didn't have the variation John thought you should have.
Well, I started off with a run for no gain, and then I threw a pass for 9.5 yards. And then I tried to run in short yardage, right?
Hang time on this one.
And it appears that this is going to be one of those games where there is no running.
Just got to mix up that play calling a little more.
Yeah, I'm going to need to pass more. Pass on first down, pass on, maybe run on second down, depending on what the yardage is. And then pass for the first down on third down, right? Because obviously these guys are going to be, like jamming all of the,
Under pressure, gets the pass off, and he hits his target.
all of the lanes up, and you're not even going to be able to do a simple fullback dive for a half a yard, right?
It's a pretty big cushion.
Too bad they didn't put the goal line out there. I would have picked up 3
Uses
then.
Speed to create run after the catch.
Only one man back. Kaufman sends a man in motion. Closing in, rolling right.
Oh, he's throwing the bomb.
Ah! And he caught it, too.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Well, the safety was behind them at least, so it didn't turn into an instant touchdown, but it is disappointing.
Yeah, that sort of thing really does just make you bitter.
In field goal range now. Tightening up
It leaves a bitter
coverage
taste
on
in your
the
mouth when that happens.
Yeah. Well, especially because the safety had a pretty big cushion on the guy there, and
with the carry.
he did not
Go with the play fake. With the pass, comes up
turn around to make a play on the ball at the right time, right?
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation.
However, I think they're going to score on you here.
Yeah, it feels like a destined drive ever since they completed that bomb.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing I can do about it.
Well, and that's the thing, right? The AI has to get a big play if they're going to be competitive.
only one man in the backfield.
That's absolutely a must. If that pass goes incomplete, they're still screwing around at their own 40-yard line, right?
Successfully that time, and they picked up another first down. That's 3 on the drive.
They can't score unless they get at least a 150-plus yard play in a game. That's what I've found, anyway.
Drops back, throwing short to his left. Swing pass to the running back on the left. Number 50 pulls him down at the 6.
But it's going to get a little tougher for them now because you got a little bit less field to cover.
This is not the part of the field that you want to be making high-risk passes.
Well, you're going to have to decide pretty soon before they decide for you.
6 yards to go for a touchdown. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind.
Oh, shouldn't have played his own defense.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball.
Should have played man coverage.
Just get in behind the center and go.
Like I said, I knew they were going to score on
They're
it.
putting up 6 points in the board.
Because every now and then you have one of those sequences, like they might not get another sniff at the end zone again in this game, but every now and then you have one of those sequences where it seems like nothing that you do slows them down, right?
Yeah, well, the big thing was completing that giant-ass bomb there.
Yeah.
In spite of the fact that he had double coverage on that guy, and I backed up the coverage.
Yeah.
And the safety had time to actually get back there.
Well, like I said, a lot of these things, though, I've said it before and I'll say it again, a lot of these things have nothing to do with what's going on the field. It's strictly a dice roll type of situation.
I think I'm actually wondering if it's going to be one of these games where I've had enough success with that particular scheme that they've decided that scheme isn't going to work again for this game.
Maybe.
So I got to switch over to the other scheme.
Throwing on first down. Looking downfield, gets rid of it.
So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, well, as for me, I'm just going to come out passing, because if these guys are going to be complete jerks and not let me run the ball at all, I'm going to throw for 500 yards in this game, I think.
Calling an audible. Dropping back, throwing, and it's complete. Wyatt with the stop at the 41. Jenkins is known throughout football for his precision and accuracy, John.
And with good reason. You talk about accuracy, hitting spots, and leading receivers.
The aerial
He can
assault
do
is
it all.
on.
And he makes
Well, the
it
thing
look
is,
so easy, too.
they appear to be
Really
playing
like
that type of defense that's
Looks
very
like he's changing
vulnerable
the
to
play.
this type
Go.
of play,
The
right?
motion man.
Yep. Yeah, they're all man locked and
It's
tight.
nearly impossible to run against this.
Drops back. Gets the pass off.
But
He
if they're
hits
really
it.
going to be that determined to play that way, well, I look at how I'm marching now, right?
Look at Danny Jones break the tackle.
It's first
Yep.
and 10. So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown.
Okay, there. See, now they've finally made an adjustment here.
Clark breaks the tackle. Pearson makes
Good
the
run.
play.
Yep.
The 11.
Wow, they even gave you a first down for that.
The defense right now. They haven't even had a third down in this drive.
Now they're back to this again, right?
Yeah, they're like, we feel like giving you a touchdown.
He sees something.
Well,
in the
let's see
defense.
what happens
Go.
here.
Moves in motion.
Do they move the guy out to cover Jones?
For the end zone.
Yeah, but then they didn't cover. It was Rhodes out there?
Yep, that's Rhodes running the corner route out there.
This is what good, experienced receivers do.
And that was a very easy drive and a very easy touchdown. So I think I'm going to keep using this particular tactic at least until they back off and stop playing the way they started off.
Fair enough.
And it's up. And he picks on the extra point. The home team have tied the game.
And as for you, if they're going to come out pass happy like they did, maybe it would be appropriate to go to like a 3-3 nickel or something like that, right?
Well, I don't even think it's that. It's you remember how I was discussing with you about how you know, that one game when I switched schemes for that one game?
Yep.
I just completely dominated them after that. I do think there's something to that, where it's like, if they see you being successful in a particular formation, it's coded as such where you just can't use that formation for that game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might as well change your tactics up and just see what happens.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna switch to the good old that one. We're gonna switch to the good old system.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try something different, especially with how easily they managed to get that long bomb on you in the previous play, right?
Well, I don't think that should have happened, considering the position of the safety, but, you know.
And we're back.
What are you gonna do? There's really nothing you can do.
Well, see, this way too, though, you can, change sides and still keep your,
So they have first and 10 here.
because I think you were also kind of expecting a run on that play because of the way they had their offense lined
That's right,
up.
yep.
And if
Although
you
he
had-
threw it early enough that I don't think the extra blocking really made a difference. Because he just kind of lobbed it out there, right?
Great
Yeah.
throw. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
Yeah, 2 tons.
it would appear that your pass defenders are all running with their backs to the line of scrimmage and not turning around, too.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to bench some people. We'll see.
Threw it the lone back with the pass. And
Well, you had a pass knocked down that time.
About time.
Yeah. But they aren't making much of an effort to run the ball so far, right? That's like 3 or 4 passes in a row.
Yo, they're also coming out in like 4 receivers on the line every play, too.
Yeah.
threw it. The lone setback. Threw it. Number 50 takes him down at the 35. 1 yard gain on that play. 3rd and long. Kansas City going to a prevent defense here as they back up the safeties and corners. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
Oh,
Throwing short to
yeah.
his left.
The wide receiver screen. Ooh, that was a generous spot. Wow.
Great catch on 3rd
That's
down
too bad.
by Hendrickson.
I'll tell you, as far
I
as
don't know,
hands
that
go,
was
this
a-
guy
that was
the
an
best in
awfully
the business.
generous spot,
Go
too.
across the middle or get down the field.
If that had been us, we would have been marked short.
Only 1 man in the backfield. Threw it. Misses the tackle. Number 52 with the stop at the 44. The defense just couldn't wrap him up.
You know, the back did a heck of a job of running with some power. And that power allowed him to get a first down.
See, as long as they keep coming out and 4 wide receivers on the line, I have to play man coverage. Because I can't leave people uncovered.
Yeah, that's okay. Most of the time, their blocking breaks down anyway because they're trying to get upfield and block those safeties. So you're,
corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
you know,
Well, and 4 receivers on the line isn't exactly the best thing to run from either.
Pressure coming, looking for an option.
Ooh, there's a drop.
I got a hit on them there while he was releasing that, so maybe that had something to do with it.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. He couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Pressure, throws it.
Yeah, well, you got the stop.
Good job finding some room. I thought he was
Took them a while. Eventually, eventually they ran out of gas, though. All right.
Neely is back to punt. Here's the kick. And
Well,
he
that's the
chooses
deal, though,
not
too,
to
right?
return this one.
That's why.
Oh, wow.
That's why giving up long bombs, even if you have the right coverage, those long bombs, that's why they're bad.
It's 1st and 10.
Because if they do complete a long bomb, then you're just screwed.
Calling an audible now. Gives the ball off.
You don't have enough time for them to even make errors.
Yep.
At the 10. Gain of 7.
Okay, well, that was a good play on first down.
He sees something in the defense. Here they come. He finds his man.
I think I got hit after I threw that.
I think you did, yep.
That was almost a late hit.
That's great.
That was a
timing
late hit.
between the quarterback and the receiver on that play. The ball got into the receiver right as he was coming out of his break.
Calling an audible.
See if we can get a run up the middle through this.
No.
How did that guy come from the outside?
Somebody didn't block him. I think he was just completely unblocked.
They really hustle on the
Yeah,
defensive
wow.
side
That,
of
yeah, I
the
know,
ball.
but still,
Very
like,
good
he shouldn't have been able to
line.
even, that's an inside run. He shouldn't have been able to even close in fast enough to make that play.
The play. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
But I guess that's why we pass. It's
Yep.
one of the reasons why I developed a pass-based offense, too.
Exactly.
Surveying the field. Gets rid of it.
Well, he dropped it.
He had it and lost it. Incomplete. He just couldn't hold on to that pass.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest pass.
I didn't even see that pass.
Surprised to see him drop that one.
I had to wait
I-
for a while
I
because
was
they were...
looking at the flats, and I'm like, well, the flats don't look so good.
No, well, that's why I had to wait for a little bit longer,
Jenkins
right?
with a man in motion. Changing the play now. He's looking, throws it. Makes the catch.
Well,
He makes the catch.
Well, at least you moved it forward a little bit more to make the punt a little easier.
yeah.
That's good defense. They didn't need to try anything
Just the
fancy.
same, though, that drop, I mean, you know what? If he catches that, we're still marching, right?
Not only that, you're probably scoring with how deep that was.
Yeah, I really hate how they design those little things in like that, right?
He kicks a line drive.
Wow, that's a good punt.
Because they didn't actually make...
Took his eyes off it, and the ball is alive.
Oh, fuck, I missed him.
Grab the live ball.
They didn't actually make the defense play better, they just made the offense play worse.
Yeah.
Right? In this game from Madden 04.
So they have 1st and 10 here. The corners
You know, you have a
playing
lot
off.
more drop passes and a lot more missed blocks and things like that.
Only one man in the backfield. Looking for room. Diving tackle to bring him down. So that play goes
Just
for
those
about
little
6.
cheaty things that didn't happen in previous games, right?
Yep.
A little over 4 to go.
Okay.
And
They
the way I see it is that
After 1 quarter of play,
if I am patient and I wait and I buy a little time and I manage to hit a receiver right in the hands downfield like that, especially because he's the #1 wide receiver, he catches it. Period. Right?
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the line by number 95.
Well, that's one
complete a
thing
long
that
bomb
you,
on me, you
yeah,
fucking...
that's one thing that you didn't have available with the other defensive scheme, right?
You know, this one's better at generating defensive tackle sacks for some reason.
Yeah.
Closing in.
Ooh.
Almost got it. Number 50 was working in the middle and almost had the interception.
I think he was invisible.
Well, I guess we'll get another shot at it now.
That's a break for the offense.
We're going to have so many fucking number 50s on the team that we're not going to have any numbers in the 50 range to assign.
Yeah. You'll have to start assigning them different numbers. Oh, another deep hole to start in. Wow.
We just need a 99 speed kick return guy. If only that was a easy find.
Yeah, if only.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
See, they're playing man lock there again.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Allen. Cole makes the tackle at the 21. Pickup of about 7. 2nd down and 4 to go.
Wow.
Jones moves in motion. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Barnes makes the tackle at the
Nice.
2-yard line. Jenkins really put his body.
John Herman's always happy to get the ball too.
Yep. Well, we did work on developing him, right?
Well, he's also primarily our return guy, right? But he's a good possession style receiver too.
Yeah, well,
I think we drafted him though mostly so that Mills wouldn't get injured doing the returns.
Yeah.
Another run.
Oh, look at that, eh?
Oh, but you got a face mask.
Yeah.
He's feeling it right now.
There you go.
He's numb all over. That's worse.
That was actually pretty cool. Look at that. Whap.
Yep.
He saved that play, right?
He did good.
Yeah. He did. He saved that play.
2nd and less than a yard. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Changing the play now.
No.
With the pass.
Okay.
No
I
completion.
threw it the other way.
No one near that time.
Yeah, the other way was
3rd
safer.
down after the incompletion.
Oh, well.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. With the throw behind him, but he has it.
Caught behind the line of scrimmage, but that's okay.
Yep.
They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one 1st down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
Well, let's see what they do here.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
They're playing his
Calling an
own
audible
defense.
now. Hand it off.
And nobody blocks, even with an extra guy over there.
He starts out the wrong way and
Yeah, I think he really should just pass.
Yeah, I think that, well, I'm just trying to mix things up a little here and there, right?
Well, you got to mix things up a little more towards the pass, like John wants you to.
The problem, though, is that when you lose 5 yards on 1st down on a run, which is not a reasonable thing anyway.
changing the play now. Surveying the field.
Oh, wow, how'd that get in there?
I think a blown coverage. I think that guy was a lineman out there. And that's why he missed that.
Okay, well, we got away with one there. I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to throw to the guy over the middle, but for some reason I didn't hit the right button.
They come out in a dime package. White moves in motion. He sees something in the defense. Looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete.
Yeah, as soon as you end up in 2nd and 15, you're pretty much screwed,
That was
right?
a good read of the quarterback. That's what you need to do when you're playing center field.
So yeah, pass. We're going to have to use a rule of thumb. Pass on
Coming now
1st
to punt
down.
it away. Elliott.
I'd honestly just throw passes for the rest of this game until we're like 20 points ahead.
Very shallow punt. Fair catch called for.
Oh, he fair caught that. Wow.
No, they are speedy on this team.
Yeah.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Only one man back. They give it to the halfback. Mills records the stop at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just so speedy. He gets out of the backfield and he just runs past me.
Yeah.
Like that, there's some kind of mix-up in the defense.
And I got off of that guy as fast as I could.
I think that play was a little bit of both.
Stepping up, gets the pass off.
Oh, come on, guys. Catch the ball.
They're playing volleyball out
Oh,
there.
man. 3 defenders got their hands on that.
Make the catch.
They owe us a gimme for that. Wow.
Never happening with my team, in my scheme.
Setback. Handed off to the back. Number 50 takes him down at the 44. That one goes for just a few yards. He was building up some steam, but couldn't keep it going.
You have to credit the defense for playing.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't get an interception on a play like that. Like, really.
You won't see too many rushes from the offense in the second half.
There's Tom Platt with sack number 15.
Can't let
season.
Charlie Clemens overtake him.
Yeah.
He'll make 2 or 3 plays like that in just about every game.
That guy has turned out to be a really good pass rushing outside linebacker on the right.
Yeah, oddly enough, he wasn't even drafted for that. I think he was drafted for, I don't even remember why he was drafted. I think I was looking for safeties and he just didn't have the jumping ability, so I'm like, oh, well, he's kind of a bust.
Yeah. Well,
But I think he is still a bigger, stronger player. Like, he actually does excel in that particular way. So he's not entirely bad or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stop running on first down.
Well, the thing is, though, I can't really do much in the way of, like, I don't like passing against that zone defense that I can't really read, you know?
Well, even like a curls play, though, would be better than a run like that on first down.
Passing right. He hits his receiver. Barnes is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 31-yard line. He fired that ball right into the receiver.
Yeah, the receiver ran a precise route and was making his cut just as a quarterback was putting that one in the air.
Coleman comes in motion. Drops back. Passes left. He finds his man. Dives and...
And speaking of third down conversions, since I switched schemes, they haven't been able to do fuck all.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
I really do think it's built into the game.
He told me that he's probably got the best hands in the team. And right there, he just showed us.
So you actually really do need 2 successful defensive schemes in your playbook if you want to actually play effective defense, because the AI will be like hard-coded against one defensive scheme if you use it enough.
Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it. And this pass is completed. Lyon records the tackle at the 46. Rose makes the catch.
Well, we'll just keep working them with this, because this seems to be working.
They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Tucks it away. Dives and brings him down. Allen did a nice job breaking away on that.
Not bad.
You know, people
Yep.
say you gotta run
Well,
the ball,
I
you
figured
gotta
on
do
running
it
on 2nd and 4 like that, even if I didn't make it. I mean, there's not much difference between, 3rd and 4 and 3rd down and 2
9.
or 1 or whatever, right? Well, no, on that type of play, you're not going to lose very much yardage.
Going to the air on first down. He hits his receiver. Barnes pulls him down at the
That makes it easy.
41-yard line. Receiver showing us soft hands on that reception.
The guy's been working really hard trying to improve. Looks like all that extra work is paying dividends.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. About a yard to go.
Look at that.
Face mask.
Yeah. But you see how that guy basically burst through there unblocked?
Let's get back to the action.
That's a defensive lineman that nobody blocked.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it's the exact same thing that...
And there's no pulling offensive lineman in this place, so where the fuck is that guy going?
Is there a safety down near the line?
Yeah, probably. But still, like, where is he going? His priority should be to block that guy.
He's going to block the safety. That's what he's doing.
You know, like, that's just absolutely stupid. I hate that.
It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how high their awareness is either. They still do that.
The game is designed to play that way for some reason, right?
They'll pass on 1st down.
Corner blitz.
Thrown behind, but caught. Loses one tackle.
Guess they shouldn't have done that.
He got clocked. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and the 1st down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Calling an audible. Looks like he's calling an audible. Pass play here on 1st down. Throwing. And this pass is completed. And he's blocked.
See, on the other hand, you pass on 1st down and you end up in a 2nd and short situation like this. And then you can maybe try to run the ball if they show you a look where you actually might be able to have some remote chance of success, right? Or I'll just add audible to a pass like this.
Drops back with the pass. He hits his receiver. Wild with the stop at the 8. Jenkins could have knocked the wind out of the receiver with that.
Well, it looks like you'll be able to eat up the 2-minute warning, too.
Yep. I don't actually have to run this play.
Pushing right in your face on 3rd down.
Although I probably could complete this pass to Rhodes, but what for?
Beat that if you don't need a lot of yardage.
We'll see if we can use up a little bit of time inside 2 minutes to try and make it a little easier on you.
The visiting team come out in
I wouldn't worry about that. I'd just worry about getting those points.
With the throw, and he makes the grab.
Okay. I used up 2 seconds inside the 2-minute warning.
Really working that clock there.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult to play. Like, that's why I called this offensive playbook control, because I'm basically trying to play a ball control passing offense, because I can't run worth a shit against any kind of defense that has any amount of talent on it at all, right?
And the extra point is good. They've now scored 14 unanswered points.
They're doing a good job executing.
And the way that the defensive AI seems to play, they drop their pants to the long pass all the time, right? Like, I could probably have amassed a lot more passing yardage than I have so far in this game. But then you're inviting a shootout too, right? Which gives the opposing offense more time with the ball as well. Which is why I've gone to sort of like an attempt to play something of a short passing game that uses up lots of time off the clock, right? Well, you almost got him. Yeah, but the thing is, though, he had to come back for a little ways, and oh, look at that, bullying the chain gang guy, eh?
Yeah, wow.
Jeez.
Poor guy.
I think he's most effective when they really need to catch. 3rd down, things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
Pass play here on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
Oh, come on. What is that? Holding.
At the 45.
You bet your ass we're accepting that.
That's what happens when your feet.
And I'm sure glad we have solid tacklers back there at safety.
Yep. Well, that's a tight end who ran away from that diving defender too, right? Like,
moves in motion.
you know, what is that exactly?
Throws it, and it's caught. Perry records the tackle at the 31.
He's been having a quiet game so far, hey? Hey, hurry up. Oh,
With the throw,
cheap,
short
cheap.
completion to the wide receiver on the right side.
Right? That's so cheap.
Yeah, that was
Like
a
that-
linebacker, too.
Yeah, that was Cedric Perry, actually. But that should never happen, right? Like, you never see that happen when an offense is running a hurry up in a real game on TV. You never see that happen.
Out for more stuff like that for the rest of the game.
No completion there.
And it shouldn't happen in this game either, right? Even if they had to use some kind of a cheaty software thing where it's impossible to snap the ball until all the defensive players are onside, right?
Gets the pass off, and this pass is completed. Miller pulls him down at the 42-yard line. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. He sees something in the defense. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure on the run.
I think that actually, they had two routes there running in vicinity, and
Yeah.
it hit one of the guys in the head.
Well, he was running away from your pass rusher there, too, and he threw that while he was running, right? So basically, I think that probably affected the chance of him successfully throwing that,
Gets rid
too.
of it.
Hey, that's a defensive play, I think.
Yep. Yeah, well, I had a double deep zone on that side on the 4 deep.
City backs the secondary off the line to be in better position to defend a deep pass. Kaufman scans the defense from the gun. Drops back, closing in, throwing.
See, he's rolling away from the pressure now, right? That's why in my new defensive playbook I've got, like a wide posture, kind of similar to what you've got going here. But sometimes I'll leave that wide guy on the weak side as a pass rusher too, right? Try and discourage the quarterback from basically running around in circles inside the pocket.
Passing on first down. He surveys the field. It's the pass.
Boom! Pass
This one
defense.
falls
Yep.
Complete.
Get bent.
Ninth play of this drive. Kaufman with a man in motion. Steps up.
Got him. That's 2 for Platt today.
Yep.
Forward about midfield.
He only needs one more to get a sack a game
Deeper
on the
coverage.
season.
More prepared for the long pass. Kaufman scans the defense from the gun. Dropping back. He's looking, throws it, and he hits his...
Well, they'll have to try and kick a field goal or something, I guess.
They might be able to, though, with their all-Madden kicker.
Well, there's no wind to help him, so this is going to be all about him, right? There's no positive or minus for the wind.
54 yards out.
Well, they're running the clock down.
And it's on its way.
And did he make it? No. He's
Not a good
short.
kick right there.
He's short.
And he didn't kick it far enough, too.
Ha!
Anyway, I'm just going to take a knee here and we'll go to the second half because I don't really see the point in risking anything here.
At the end of 2, the score is 14.
Well, it's a close game.
Well, we made it to the halftime stretch at least.
Yep. So here we go.
And we're back.
Yes, and it has been statistically a pretty close game. We've both got roughly about the same amount of net yardage.
Yeah, and what's his nuts, the fucking arrogant prick, actually only has a rating of 66.1, and he only has a 45% completion percentage.
No, it's that one long pass in front of the safety
Yeah.
that made all of his numbers, yeah.
And welcome back.
But that's okay. Mission accomplished. We got the go-ahead score, and now we get possession of the ball to start the second half. So I guess now my job is to try and see if we can get at least some points out of this possession to give us a 2-score advantage.
Well, we're not going to be off to a good start there.
Yeah, we're
'cause
going to end up starting in a hole for the third time in this game. I've had 3 possessions that have started inside the 20.
Parkman decided he wanted to cheat there.
Yeah.
Deep in their own territory.
So that does tend to make things a bit rough.
Surveying the field, throws it, and he hits his target. Mills didn't have much.
See there, this time I left the tight end in to block just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And as it turns out, he didn't really need to, but
We'll go back
I knew
to
they
the
had
play on
man
the field.
coverage there, and that little flat pass that I like to throw doesn't really work very well against man coverage, right?
Second and about 1.
Okay, hopefully at least we can block the lineman and the linebacker on that side. There's 3 potential blockers against 2 defenders there.
Tosses it right. Number 47.
Yep.
Looks like he just made it past the mark. He bulldozes through the line for the first.
His motor was really running on that play. He kept his feet moving, and he was able to push forward enough to get the first.
Nickelback in this time. He sees something in the defense.
Okay, normally I wouldn't run on first down, but this kind of looks like a running opportunity maybe.
He tucks it away. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
Well, and in this time it was.
He's going to
Yep.
feel that in the morning.
They went back to the run on that play.
That just goes to show you that the coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
Not that we're racking up huge amounts of yardage on the ground or anything, but, you know,
Jenkins with a man in motion.
every time we manage to advance the ball on the ground, that's a little more time off the clock.
Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab.
Look at Danny Jones
Oh,
breaking
oh,
tackles.
well,
that's
that's
okay.
okay.
It
That's
went out of
okay.
bounds anyway, yep. I don't think that was a fumble either. I think we could have probably gotten that overturned.
Not that it's going to matter.
Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10.
But it wasn't a turnover, Al. Don't you think he's
Looking upfield. Loses one tackle.
bringing out the smoke a little early?
Yep,
At the
probably.
45. Pickup of about 7. 5th play of this drive. About 2 to go.
Well, there they are, crowding the line again. Come on.
Directing traffic.
You can't call that audible.
Drops back with the throw. The 40. Dives and makes the tackle. When you think about guys with great hands, he's very close to the top, John.
I'll tell you what, he does a great job of using his hands and not letting the ball get into his body. He's worked very hard to improve his pass catching. And I think he's
Ooh.
become one of the best out there.
Throwing on 1st down. Tosses it right. Thrown behind, but caught. White makes the tackle at the 30. Pass was brought in.
That was not a very nice spot.
Passing on 1st down is a way of keeping the defense off balance.
It's still a better
I don't
spot
know what
than
their I don't know what their criteria is, because you know what, on that one pass that they completed against you in the first half that looked like it might have picked up 9 yards, and they gave them a 1st down and a 10-yard gain for that. You know, like it just seems to me like we are at a disadvantage.
it's called home field disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Diving tackle at the 27. They went with the running play.
You never know when
Okay,
you're gonna find some
it's
room
3rd down and
and
short,
break
so it's
loose
time to
into
throw the
secondary.
long bomb.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. They're within strike.
Well, here I'm just going to look and see what they come out in. All right, looks like a man coverage scheme of some sort. Whoop, no, I can't call that audible because it's not enough time.
Looking for a receiver. Pressure coming.
Shit.
Wraps him up and brings
See, he didn't come open that time.
96.
Yep.
Explodes
Right?
across
For
the
some
line.
reason, he wasn't able to run the pattern properly. I don't know
That's an
why.
important
Might have been running jam on the outside.
I don't know. Let's just have a look here and see what went wrong.
Or maybe that guy's actually just faster than him.
No, look at this. Look at the look at the move he made. He made a move toward the inside instead
He actually blew the coverage assignment. And because he blew the coverage assignment, he was in a better position to cover it.
I couldn't throw it to him. I guess I could have thrown it to Parkman there, but I unfortunately didn't see him. How far are we from
we're on the 32-yard line.
32-yard line?
You can probably kick a field goal from here.
Maybe. I miss them from here every now and then, too, though. This is a pretty longish field goal.
Yeah, but we've got a kicker with a hell of a leg now, if I recall.
It's the kick meter that concerns me. Although it looks like it behaved this time.
It's up.
I'd try it out here anyways.
Yeah, well, inside 50, you pretty much have to try the field goal, right?
Well, inside 40. Inside 35.
Well, no, this is a 49-yard field goal. That's what I meant. Like, if the field goal length is less than 50 yards, you pretty much have to try and kick it, right?
Booming kick downfield.
So it wasn't quite what I had hoped, but at least we got some points.
The visiting team needs 2 scores to get back into this one. Deep in their own territory. Through it. Number 95.
Well, I guess I'll drag him down from behind.
Yep.
Guess he shouldn't have done that fancy-ass stiff arm.
Well, I'm not sure who he was stiff-arming there because you were already behind him, but... Okay.
See him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Yeah, that was just an oddball thing there.
Pressure. He goes to the left side. Number 20 records the tackle at the 31. Hoffman done the pass.
Oh, well, you just got to stick with it and be patient. Sooner or later, they're going to try for that long strike, right?
First and 10.
They can't help themselves.
They've been very good rushing the ball on first down, but still trail.
There. I managed to fill up that hole.
Yep.
And John is still trying to move the ball on the ground.
This is a tough physical team that likes to run the ball in just about any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Kaufman with a man in motion. Through it. Great fake with the pass. Perfect.
Oh, and of course it's got to be the big one, right? If it had been the 5-yarder, they'd still be punting.
His helmet, and it cost him.
With his helmet outside,
The timing on that was pretty convenient.
just been readjusted on his neck.
It's first
Yeah, well, you know how it goes.
John, their first down rushing average is very impressive.
Yeah, sometimes a strong running game doesn't
I think I
always
made him rush
translate
that.
into scoring a lot of points.
And this is the 6th play of this drive.
Well, they left the running back into block, and the guy covering him basically stayed in the middle too in pass
They'll go
coverage.
for the
So
shotgun. Kaufman sends a man in motion. Give it to the halfback.
Fuck you. Don't get cute with me.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Short completion, hitting his wide receiver.
There another face mask penalty for another first down. So that's 2 first downs in a
Good
row
God.
from penalties, right?
And he got it depleted.
There's no defense against that. They're going to get points out of this because of those 2 penalties. If this keeps up.
They very well might.
Mistake-free usually wins the game.
Only one man back. McGrath goes in motion. Gets the pass off.
Hook out.
He hits his receiver.
Now they're in field goal range.
And when you talk
Yep,
about
they're going to get
being
points
unloaded,
because of those 2
that's what
penalties,
happened
right?
here. He just got
You
unloaded.
had them stopped twice. That's a
They're in
3rd
field
down
goal range.
that they came up short on twice in a row that they were given a first down due to a penalty.
Through it, the lone setback. Again, the carry. Number 50 makes the tackle at the 26.
Oh, Platt is a pretty good run defender there too, eh?
Well, and he needed to there because
He's got a few tackles this game defending that gap, right?
Roble was getting tired.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. With the throw, and he makes the
Well, that was cute.
again and again.
Yeah, well, it's crossing patterns against man coverage, right? It's tough to cover those that way.
They've been moving the ball very methodically, and they're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
They shouldn't be here anyway. They should have had to punt like a while ago, right?
11th play of this drive. They're inside the 15.
Those random dice roll penalties that were awarded, you know, is basically what got them to where they are here.
Gets the pass off.
Oh, come on.
Miller stops him.
Stick your fucking hand up, man.
Throw it and pick up a second consecutive first.
I don't know what.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
Looking to run it here. Great fake. Lobs one in
There.
the end zone. Picked off in the end zone.
Okay, well, I was trying to get him to kneel, but
Yeah, I never do that. I always just head for the nearest sideline, right?
I didn't want to have something
because the
happen
amount
where he
of-
breaks a tackle.
Yeah, well,
though.
there's no button press to kneel.
The home
No, you
team
just have to stand still for like 2 seconds.
And you can't because they're going to put a hit on you.
scoreboard.
This is what makes our offense so effective sometimes.
They're going to put a hit on you before you can actually get the kneel thing going on,
Well,
right?
I'm glad that Nipper picked that off. That was surprising, actually, because he basically doesn't have hands.
First and 10
Yeah.
here.
Nobody on this
Well,
team
the thing
does.
is that after that one volleyball match that you had going on there,
Handled this defense,
Right.
John, as they've averaged over
there's
8
basically
yards
no
per
way
pass
that
play
you
on
shouldn't
first
have
down.
gotten an interception on that one, so I think they owed you one anyway.
I think I hurried that one, too, because I actually came through the gap there in the line myself and was running right dead at the quarterback there.
Excellent game on first down.
So I think I actually hurried him into throwing that, and he threw it right at Nipper.
Well, there you go. See, you go from looking at them probably getting some points to, you know, like, if I manage to actually convert on this, we'll be in the driver's seat then, right?
Yeah, well, basically it was all because of that stupid penalty.
Well, 2 penalties, right?
With the pass.
I mean, having that happen once on a drive is bad enough, but when you stop them on 3rd down twice
Picking up the first
and they get a first down due to a penalty both times,
Well, not only that, but didn't we get like 3 penalties overall on that drive?
yeah, something like that.
Double coverage on your
the visiting
in guy.
team come out in a nickel.
I think we'll just change things up here and we'll go to the good old curls play here.
With the throw, and he hits his target. Wayne
Nice.
With the tackle at the 40. Jenkins puts the ball in there perfectly.
And that's one thing this guy does.
Yeah, well, Allen
Puts
can
the
actually
ball
catch
right
too,
in the
so.
place where it needs
Yep.
to be.
And on
Second
2nd and
about
inches,
1.
I'm going to go for the run play here because even if I don't make it, well, it's not really going to make that much difference. And I want to run an extra minute off the clock here.
It's the toss to the left. This one's
Oh,
handed off.
and you'll get some extra yards, but that'll stop the
That
clock. won't
stops
it?
the clock. Yeah, they foiled my
There have been a lot of penalties in this game.
Appears
Yeah.
to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
see,
these
that
face
stops the
masks
clock?
are getting
Yep.
so big, you can start
Yeah,
off
there have been a
going
lot
for
of penalties in this game.
and end up with a handful of face masks.
tell you the truth, I could have done without that penalty, and
Now the clock will start running again.
yeah,
No idea why.
well, because in a situation like that, the referee whistles time back in, and then the clock starts to run, right?
Hart. Wayne makes the tackle at the 27. They're going to
Hey.
keep testing this rushing defense.
Got positive yards on first down on the
Every time
ground.
he touches the ball.
Looks like he's calling an audible. He sees something in the defense.
Oh.
Oh, he shot the A-gap.
Great
Yeah.
effort there.
Yeah, that was an insta-sack there, right? Yeah. And
Your
neither...
tackle even did the right thing there. He just wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, but the guard did the wrong thing, see?
Well, the guard did the wrong thing and your halfback didn't step up either.
That's another one of those cases where they just conveniently open a big gaping hole in the middle of the line for the defenders to rush through, right?
Well, 3rd and 10 is still makeable.
Yeah, that's just kind of cheap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap that they had to, do those little offensive line blocking breakdown tricks in order to make their defense play better, right?
Yep.
They should have just done things to make the defense play better.
The visiting team come out in a dime package, directing traffic.
Well, maybe I can throw a slant to Coleman here because it looks like their coverage is a little thinner on the left side there.
With the pass.
Yep.
Watch it here. This is a great
And you
ball
still
on
get to
third
keep the
down
clock
and
running.
drive
Yep.
by. They were in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Allen. He
Oh.
was inside.
Touchdown!
He's slippery, eh?
Yep. Yeah, he's got...
I never hit the accelerate button even once during that entire
No.
run, though. No, because I was focusing on just trying to
Yeah.
steer in between the players, right?
Well, he is fast enough that you don't have to, right?
Yeah,
And
and as soon as you hit the speed burst button, well, then you have less control, right?
That's
Like
right.
that.
You, decelerate really hard if you actually run into someone. And you can't turn as quickly.
That's right.
And it's on its way. The point after is good. Great run. 24.
I certainly wasn't expecting to have a run like that against these guys, though, especially with the way this game has gone so far, right?
Well, they can get fucked. They had it coming.
And he got all of that one. A great kick.
Yeah, that was a very pretty run anyway. Every now and then you have something like that and it feels pretty good, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was good.
First and 10. Through it. The lone setback. Hoffman with a man in motion. Throws it. And he makes the grab. Miller takes him down at the 24. Kaufman completes the pass.
Another little interesting bit of trivia is that coming into this game, Max Miller was leading the league in pass knockdowns.
Backing off.
Interestingly enough.
Kaufman using split
You don't
back.
say.
Under
Yeah.
pressure, throwing.
There's our curl flat zone.
Yep.
Edwards had his hands up.
He's a pretty good cover.
Yeah, that's another
linebacker.
dropped
He can run with those
interception.
guys and he gets good position.
It's just my game, man. I
Yeah.
drop interceptions.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you do.
Corners playing back. Hendrickson moves in motion, dropping back, stepping up with the throw. Big
Another
hit on the
face
ball.
mask.
Now, when you talk about getting unloaded on, that's what
We've been
happened
playing
here.
flag football
We just need
today.
to take all the face masks off of all the helmets.
Sometimes the defender will
Face
do
masks,
whatever it takes to
that's a
put a guy
rule
down.
change I want.
This time
Face
he got
masks
caught
are no
going
longer
down by
legal
the
in
back.
NFL football.
Yeah.
Only one man back.
If you lose your teeth trying to block a kick, that's your problem.
Gets the pass off, and he's forced out of bounds.
Nope,
at the
he's calling it in.
43-yard line.
Oh,
You talk about great
that's weird. The way he was waving there. Like the referee was waving like with his hands in front of him, like almost like it was an incomplete pass or
Looks like
something,
he came
right?
down with it. The official will have to decide, though. And John, what do you think? Was he in bounds?
I think he was, but remember, to reverse it, the referee has to
No,
have
I think
clear
you're going to
visual
lose that
evidence.
challenge.
Yeah, he dragged his toe real good.
Yeah.
Ah, well. I just saw the motion of the ref, and I'm like, well,
Yeah, that was a little bit deceiving because the referee looked as almost like he was waving the pass off, right?
we know what team the referee is on.
Yeah,
He's the inside man.
he tricked you.
With the pass,
Oh,
incomplete. The defender
Wow.
got in between the
Do,
ball
do,
and the
do, do, do,
receiver
do,
again.
do,
Yeah.
do,
Play
do.
a very aggressive style of defense, so that'll happen a lot. to an
yeah, he
opposing
tipped it to
offense.
himself and then he dropped it.
Kaufman will work out of the shotgun. Gets the pass off.
Now that was a snap and a throw. Oh, and then he broke a tackle.
Yep. Well, I kind of figured he'd be able to get past the first down marker on that one because he only needed like 2 yards, right?
Well, they made contact with him behind the line of scrimmage, but he just powered through it.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty tough to stop him from getting 2 yards.
Hands it off to the back. Carswell makes the stop at the 39. A very well drawn up play.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks in the back.
But maybe this is another one of those ones you'll have to do something to deny them once they get in close again or something,
Only
right?
one man in the backfield. McGrath comes in motion. Hands it off again.
Oh, he ran too fast for you to catch him.
Run over by a truck.
Yeah, I just can't get to him there.
Has shown why he's such a threat on the ground. He gets closer to 100 yards rushing. For the first, they'll have to get the ball inside the 29-yard line. Out of the gun. Drops back. Throws on the move. He finds his man. Miller stops him at the 22-yard line.
That's okay, though. This is our game, right? Like, if he keeps having to run and throw short passes like that, especially playing with a deficit, I mean, it's going to be, you know, that's sort of what we want him to do, right?
Stay at home a little bit more and watch to see how these plays are developing.
Gets rid of it.
Man, I just hate that.
That
That
was
guy
almost
just...
a snap and a throw, too, right? Like,
Well, not only that, but that player, for some reason, just won't stick his hand up at those.
11th play of this
And I don't know what it is.
I don't know. You might have to try jamming him a little bit or something when they're going to do that snap and throw thing, right?
Or benching that player.
Look left and hits his wide receiver with a short pass. Caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the defense is real good.
You know, especially because he takes the snap and then basically just stands up behind center and throws the ball, right? Maybe that will disrupt his ability to do that
Sends a man in motion.
if you press him.
Throws it. This pass is incomplete.
Now they're going to go on 4th down.
You just couldn't get it to the open man.
You also got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front. They were outnumbered on the line, and they still put on a good pass rush, forcing him to throw before he wanted to.
Well, it's really not much of a decision here. They have to go for it. With the throw.
Oh,
He's made. Number 20 makes
Man.
the stop at the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you,
That
this
sucks
has to be
balls.
frustrating.
Yeah, that was that. The thing is, though, that
They think they've got him, and they're about to get the ball back.
he's basically
Then all of
running
sudden,
a,
he drops back to pass,
I don't know,
and
like a
boom,
broken
they're
off
going to
streak
change,
there or
and
something.
you're getting a whole new set of downs.
Sometimes you just can't stop the psychic receiver thing, right? Pretty tough.
Lobs one into the end zone, and it's complete. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
I don't know.
Defense just seemed to lose track of him down
Again,
there.
though, we gave
Do
him
a better job keeping the
lots
play
of penalties
in
on that drive,
front
too.
of them. That kind of thing doesn't happen.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good.
So it is what it is.
Well, there's not much you can do about it, right?
This team
No.
can put
I
up
thought
some
for sure
points,
they were going
but
to look
this
at
might be a
15
little
plays,
too
right?
deep a hole.
No,
But
we should have stopped him on that drive, but it didn't really matter.
From the 13-yard line.
Now it's your game.
Already leading in this one.
Okay, well,
Offensive unit
let's
back
see what
on
we
the
can
field.
do.
1st and 10. He sees something in the defense. Back handoff. Ball loose.
Oh, come on.
The visiting team. Dive on the fumble. The fumble was recovered by the defense.
One of the elders got in there, Al. Those eyes and reflexes are still working just fine.
Clearly a big momentum shift to begin to make. Take a look at
Yeah, a little more cheese just to help them out, right? Got to make this a game now by
I don't know. It's a
penalty and by fumble, right?
And boy, have there been a lot of penalties.
It's 1st and 10.
Okay, that's not what I want.
Back to the game. Only one man back. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Tackle.
You know, I'm pressing that safety down so that he can be in a position to stop those, and he's still not getting up close enough to actually make a play on those.
Yeah.
I don't know what you can do in those situations.
Maybe try... Ooh, what's this?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oops. What's... What are we going to do?
Just press enter. Yeah, a little bit of a recording problem there. Little bit of a recording problem.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what you can do in that situation. I can't actually get that safety to press down hard enough in order to actually put a stop to that.
Let's get back to the play.
Well, you've got a couple more tries to figure it out.
You know, the worst part is when they come out in four receivers on the line, really all I can do is play man coverage.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Throwing.
And again,
See that snap and throw thing again, right?
At the 1 yard line. Perfect.
Basically, he took the snap, he stood up, and he threw the ball.
He shows a nice touch in the short patterns.
And that just seems to just destroy the coverage for some reason.
And he's trying something downfield.
Yeah, I don't know what else you could try doing. Maybe playing a zone defense or something to stop him from being able to do that.
How are you going to play a zone defense, though, when they got 4 receivers on the line? Somebody will be uncovered.
I'd play 4 deep.
Yeah, fuckers.
Well, you know what? We wouldn't have been in this position if it hadn't been for that fumble, right? They had to do something to create an opportunity for themselves.
Yeah, this game has been a fucking mess for me on defense anyways, ever since that long bomb.
Yeah, but I don't think you can be blamed for the 2 scores they got in the second half because, like I said, 2 face mask penalties on 3rd down.
Yeah, they're cheesing their way up to make it competitive.
Yeah, exactly. They basically they're pulling out all the cheesy stops, right?
Kansas City has held on and is now looking to move ahead. It's 1st and 10.
Still, though, I still think, especially with that snap and throw shit.
Yeah, well, what I do to deal with that is I'll play corners with short zones on the outside.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Looking for a receiver. Throws it on the mark. He was there to make the catch.
And one way to take the running back problems out of the game is to do that.
Well, especially because even with the widescreen view here with that snap and throw shit, you can't even see that outside receiver when you take the snap.
Yeah.
That's just bullshit cheese there.
Yeah, it is. Especially because those are not properly matured routes either, right? They're basically broken routes with psychic receivers that know exactly when to turn around, even if the pass is thrown way early, right?
Yeah, but that's always been a problem in Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, and really what should happen
is it should hit him in the ass.
Is it should hit him in the back or something and be incomplete, right?
Looking for an option, throwing, and the catch.
Yeah, take the curl. Nothing wrong with the curl.
I thought for some reason that Parkman was the guy
defense needs to keep track of that
running
guy a
that,
little better.
but
He can make
I
that
guess
kind
I
of
was
grab
wrong.
anytime.
Okay, well,
They have to reach the 30 to convert. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you
look at
convert
this.
on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going.
No!
Oh, come on! Come
Okay, go on
on!
fourth down.
Resting on the sideline.
I can't believe that. That is such bullshit.
He's got to do a better job of reading the defense.
You know what?
Through his progression.
A quarterback with a 99 accuracy would throw that ball so it's in bounds. That's garbage.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Drops back with the pass.
I'll force that one in there just to make sure it's there, right?
Watch how they get out of a jam. They're looking at a 4th and long situation here, and they call the perfect play at the perfect time.
I found, though, a lot of times playing against these all Madden teams, you find yourself having to go on 4th down at least once in the game.
Jones moves in motion. Pass play here on first down. Passes left. And the catch is made. Jones gains about 7 yards on that reception.
Well, that's all right. This works the clock too. And if you can score a touchdown here, then we're still ahead.
Still not real happy about this alignment either, but
I'd look for Marshall. Now Sarah.
Surveying the field. Gets the pass off. White with the tackle at the 4.
That guy rolled out past Sarah there and kept going.
Able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
Looks like he's changing the play. Calling an audible now. This one is handed off. Pearson pulls him down at the 1.
Let you run more time off the clock.
yep.
The ball almost on the goal line, less than a yard away.
Well, I know I don't like doing the same thing twice in a row, but I think with the way that defense is lined up, you got to give it to him again.
Well, you might as well. Even if you failed.
Fullback handoff.
Nope, made it.
He gets
Easily
the ball
now has
in the
13
end zone.
rushing touchdowns this
Right
season.
on.
So there you go.
Number 12 comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And the extra point is good. The home team are taking control.
Yeah, I don't think you go into this last possession by them only leading by 6, right? Like we had to score a touchdown there, I think.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
He got all of that one.
Especially with the cheese they've had.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to basically take it away from them so that even if they manage to cheese their way down the field and get another score here, at least if you can make them take most of the time that's left, hopefully they won't be able to pull like an onside kick stunt like that one time, right?
Kaufman will work out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, that's a snap and a throw too, right?
Makes the tackle.
That's how he's dealing with your pass rush. He's basically just taking the snap and then throwing it.
Pretty much.
Down at 9 to go. Kaufman using split backs.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Ball's incomplete, and they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You
Fucking
gotta
notice they
ruining
managed to
my
get that play off with 1 second before the 2-minute warning, though.
Yardage after the catch. But most importantly,
I'm just pissed off that he's hurting my defensive average at this point.
Yeah.
McGrath moves
Well,
in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible.
You had one other game where you gave up more than 20 points, but
Get
I think
over here, you
got 'em-
motherfucker.
Yeah, I think you got him this time.
With the throw.
There.
Fails to hang
Well,
on.
now it's done.
Failed to get the first and turn it over on down.
at this point in the game, they need a big play. Sometimes high risk equals high reward. Might try a different play next time.
He sees something in the defense. Throwing on first down with the pass, and the catch is made. The visiting team calls a timeout. They
Well,
have two
no
left.
more passes
They can
now.
convert
That
for
was
a
it.
First down by reaching the 2. Looks like he's
Yeah, just
changing
flip it the other way, whatever.
Yep. Well, you know what? I'm going to toss it to the side that they shifted away from, all right?
Gets the toss to the left. Fullback handoff. He just gets this one past the stick.
Well, now that was a first down. So
No,
that,
they didn't count it as a first down.
No, they didn't? Wow. Okay.
They can convert for
Stingy.
a first down by
They're
reaching
just doing everything they can, right? Even bad spots and everything.
toss play to the left. Number 35.
Well, you
Well,
got past it that
Yeah,
time.
I don't think they can say I didn't make it that time.
They're just a yard away now. Looks like he's calling an audible.
So I don't know. You might want to consider leaving Easley at fullback next season, because he's actually done a decent job at it.
Yeah, but I don't want to throw passes to Adam Parkman.
Well, you know what? That maybe there's no more place for him on the team. I don't know.
No way. I totally want him on my rushing game still.
Again, he'll get the call. And so he takes it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders and got the short yardage that they needed.
Jenkins wins the horse trader
Oh,
player of
yeah,
the game award.
quarterback check.
Yep.
They'll get set for the extra point.
No surprises there.
And it's on its way. The point after is good.
Well, now we got a
They've cashed in
3-score
on the
margin
turnover
again.
opportunities.
That's for sure.
Right.
They've made the most of
We've
every
managed to
turnover
restore the
opportunity
3-score margin. So at this point, it really doesn't matter what happens. But you know what? Cedric Perry did not get a sack today. He did not crack 50 today.
From the 1 yard
Well, with
line.
the snap throw shit, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't believe we even got a sack from
It's
Platt.
an uphill battle as they begin this drive. At the 18. It's 1st and 10. The corners playing off a bit.
Yeah, you'd think that even maybe playing off the snap throw thing would be a dangerous thing to do, because that corner playing the big cushion. Oh, there you got him again.
I'm getting all the sacks in this
Yeah,
game.
you got 8 tackles and 3 sacks in this game.
Calling an audible.
All of a sudden, just out of nowhere, he's going to spike the ball here.
Hill stopped the clock with a spike. Third and long. They've done very well on 3rd down to this point. Pressure.
There, he finally got one.
50.
By Perry. Under pressure.
Oh, safety for Tom
Yeah.
Platt.
Look here, this is not what a quarterback is.
That's what you get, motherfucker, trying to rack up 21 points on me. Fuck you.
Give your guy a shot. A sack is definitely
Wow.
what you're looking for here.
Well, that should be the ball game now. I should be able to just kneel a couple of times and it'll be done.
Defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
However, they made us earn this one because
Yeah, well, they ruined my defensive record on that.
we had a 3-score margin, right? And then,
They cheesed it away.
yeah,
He'll take a knee.
I guess they're not going to bother calling their last time out. so-
And I don't feel like they earned that.
No,
It was just
no,
penalties,
this
galore.
game was much it was much closer than it should have been, really.
Penalties galore in that long bomb.
That being said, though, you sacked that guy like 8 or 9 times in this game, and
EA Sports.
they still give you a hard time.
No, see, they probably would have even had 7 more points if I hadn't gotten that interception in the end zone.
Yeah. But it was just another day at the office for Bo Jenkins, who probably completed 80% of his passes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 80%.
Boy, what a frustrating game on defense.
Yeah, well, it's not your worst game this season. Look at that. I managed to grind out 92 yards on the ground eventually. I had a little more success in the second half, I guess, than I did in the first half. But, yeah, and I threw for 300 yards. 1 turnover apiece. And, yeah, they were in the red zone 5 times, but only came away with points 3 of those 5 times. So, yeah. So another day at the office for Bo Jenkins. Completed 88% of his passes for 308 yards and 2 touchdowns. And managed to improve on Allen's rushing yardage a little bit, average per carry. And Pete Clark coughed the ball up to create that 1 touchdown that they got.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. And he's bitching about not getting to play. And it looks like Rhodes was the big star receiver today.
Although Danny Jones still got his work.
Yeah. Well, I think he has passed the 1,000-yard receiving mark now in the season. Although in this offense, I mean, even though I do throw to him a fair bit, he's still a secondary receiver. Right? Like he's not the number 1 go-to guy on every play kind of thing. And Herman had the big game today. He actually had a pretty good game too. He caught a few passes. Yeah, there's Roble 8 tackles. That's you can substitute Roble for Rec V5X.
Yep.
8 tackles and 3 sacks. And Tom Platt with 3 sacks as well. Yeah, he sacked them 7 times.
Well, I was working hard out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the safety Nipper that got the interception in the end zone. 6, 7, 8. Oops. I lost it here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the pass knockdowns, too. And a safety. So Tom Platt scores a safety.
Good, that motherfucker deserved it.
Yeah, and we got the 1 field goal. And our punting was pretty good today.
The only thing that would have made me happier is if he had to get off the field on a stretcher after that.
Well, he did manage a 71.5, completed 56% of his passes. And they probably could have run the ball a little bit more. They had a little bit of success doing it, but like they seemed to want to pass anyway. That seemed to be their thing. And they had 5 drop passes.
Probably mostly contact.
Yeah. So cornerback with a lot of tackles, and middle linebacker, right outside linebacker. 4 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks. But see that they only had 1 pass that a defender got a hand on at all, right?
Yep.
So that's my secret to success, is that I just don't throw interceptions very often. Usually if I do throw an interception, it's because I pressed the wrong button by mistake or something like that, right?
Yep.
You know, generally speaking. Or I'm not really too sharp or something that day and make a mental error, but it doesn't really happen very often. In fact, Bo Jenkins has only thrown 1 interception so far this season.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think he's gotten past 50 touchdown passes now.
Nice.
And he is, of course, player of the game again.
As expected.
And horse trailer player of the game, since this was a Monday Night Football game. So,
As also expected.
yeah. But anyway, we're still undefeated. That was a possible Super Bowl opponent.
Yeah, that was a bit of a rough one.
That we just faced.
These last few games in the season are always hard ones anyways.
Yeah. That wasn't your season high, though, for points allowed, because the Wizards did manage to score 24 on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just the same, that still has been a very good... You've had a very good year in defense, I think. And I don't know that I'll be able to even come close to equaling that. But anyway, I guess we'll find out who we're playing next week and see if we can continue with the undefeated string.
Alrighty.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.